Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, trying to change my. There we go. Oh, there we go. We're here. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it? There we go. Okay. Oh, trying to. Oh, hang on. Hello, everybody. So I know that we were gonna do. Hang on. Watch this. Watch this. Here we go. Ah. See these 6 skills. Hang on. We were gonna do Way of the Hunter. However, with how close I am to getting everything down managed wise, and I'm running late, which is why I was not live at 5:30. It was too difficult to set up Way of the Hunter on my platforms quickly. Any tips for Wolf? Okay, well, basically, hello, Hendry Grobbler. I am terrible with yeah, as far as hi Emma. Hello, Emma. As far as Wolf, you want to pick your main zones, and then you want to get as many 9s into your zones, your main zones, as possible. It's all about the weight. Why is Alive not sideways anymore? What do you mean? There's 2 lives, Emma. There's actually 2. There is the vertical live stream, and then there's the horizontal live stream. Hi, Robert. So I apologize that I am late, and I am, I feel bad because I didn't want to be flaky. Hi, Ashley. I didn't want to be flaky over the fact that I'm like, hey, we're gonna do Way of the Hunter, and then guess what? We're not. But I am so close to getting this map down. Like, we are almost done, and that means we can shoot all these 9s. And you don't know how to herd manage, though? Well, that's the thing. Is so as far as the weights, you want to get the lowest weights in your exterior zones, and you want to get 9s in your main zones. I hate YouTube. The ads are annoying, and then I miss parts of you talking. I'm sorry. Well, you can go back, Emma. You can always go back. You can always go back. And I am gonna work on getting the vertical live stream better so you can actually see everything. Yeah, the vertical live stream thing is new for me. Anyway, my hope is to, I don't know, I'm hoping tonight and tomorrow that I can get the rest of these solos down, because I'm farting around with about 3 solos right now, and like maybe 2 other zones, but yeah, anyway, Emma got another great one. She got a grave hide, which is absolutely fantastical because I love that one. You have 18 great ones? Well, I'm glad for you. It's not a competition, though. If I try to make it a competition, I will be sadly disappointed because I enjoy playing other things other than Call of the Wild. However, I am in the middle of, you know, trying to get this figured out. Oh, her wolf guide. Ashley's wolf guide is awesome. My wolf guide is, I feel like, majorly outdated. I'm getting congratulations Emma's in the live stream. Hopping in and out, about to eat spaghetti. Ooh, that sounds amazing. You don't know what to name him? I don't know what to name him either. I think he's beautiful. I love the Gravehide. Gravehide is one of my favorites. Yes, Ashley is going to do more guides. And I'm really excited because we're going to collab. once I shoot all these 9s. I feel like it's pretty guaranteed that I'm gonna more than likely pop a great one. When I get these 9s out. Sumner might already be here right now. My wolf guide is outdated, and my tent is doing weird things. But, I'm pretty sure that when I did my wolf guide, I was talking about levels. And I was not extreme, herd managing at all. Because what I'm doing now is totally different. And I am farting around trying to find these solos now. Thank you, Robert! That was weird. Why does your Robert thing look different all of a sudden? That was weird. Oh, she told you she would be late? That's funny. It sounds fun. Oh my gosh. See, like, I know it's not gonna happen tonight, but I am so antsy. Why are you here? Nobody invited an 8 here. I'm back at this lake because I'm getting weird random jumpers in this zone, and I have a solo that sometimes come to this lake. Anyway, I can't wait to shoot these 9s because I'm like positive I'm gonna get a great one when I do it. But may take a couple rotations, but that's okay. But I do miss my other games, but we're so close. It's almost done. It's almost done. Alright. Should be right in here. Yep, there it is. Hello, Mom Lover. How are you? Oh, I hope I get one too. I'm pretty sure I will, just because of what I've been doing. I can't imagine not. And, okay. So, oh yeah, okay. Trying to figure this out. I have one that I'm shooting here and trying to get down. Said hi? I said hi too. Hi. You're good? Good. Glad you're good. 226? Nice. You're going crazy. Okay, can I see them from here? No, I cannot. That is fine. Alright, I hate this spot because I have to creep up into it and I hate it. I hate it. Believe me, there was a part of me that thought about just like going for it and just getting them all down, but hey, celebrate the new subscriber. Come on, do 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 do. Woohoo! Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the chaos of my channel. Soldier Bear. That's an epic name. All right. But, hi Fabled Worm. I promise you that once this is all said and done, probably after I pop another great one, we're gonna play some other games. I'm so close. I stream a lot. Yep, about the only day I don't stream right now is Wednesdays. Yep, it's him. I just have one left. I just need this guy to go down. One left. Then I can leave this zone. Okay. Ugh. I'm just beyond excited. I was thinking about this so much today. I think I dreamt about it too. Like, ugh. All this work. And it's almost done. Oh yeah, there's that problem too. See, I might... Copperball Lake is actually not as much of a problem as I thought it would be because... yeah, it's not as bad as I thought, and that's probably because I've done all the managing on the outer zones. Yahoo! Okay, are they here? This zone. I think it's down. I hate this spot. I hate this spot too. I hate all the spots. I'm gonna have to check a Rooney here. Hello, Jeff. How are you? How is everybody doing tonight? I am so excited. You love cats? I love dogs. The bad thing about having no nines is all my solo respawns is max weight. Yeah, you know, I can't wait to see with my own eyes what's gonna happen when I shoot all the nines. I can't believe that I actually have 20 stacked. But I have worked my arse off. I personally have actually not been playing anything else just for this. But I'll definitely be taking a break once it's all said and done. But I miss Project Hunt and Planet Zoo. And Way of the Hunter. How's this one? Hey guys. No, honestly, 21, 22. Okay, so that means I actually have 22 nines on the map right now. I also have a French Bulldog. I've grown up with dogs, but I like cats. Nothing wrong with that. I'm allergic to cats, I found out. Just like my mom and my grandma. I don't think it's as severe as their allergic reactions is and was, but it's definitely exists. Hush. Well. I want him. I mean, I'll leave those mines there for the most part. At the moment. Don't go in the water! Okay. Alright. I was like, please don't do that. Don't do that to me. Well, I shot all of my 12 nines and got a great one, so I bet you'd get one. Well, I'm also excited to see what's going to happen with my map with all the management. My mom's already the cats, that's why we can't get one. Have you tried pheasant grind yet? Nope, and I really don't intend to. I'm really not interested in it at all. And I think this one is 100% down. Your mom's allergic. Yep, my mom is really, really allergic. And apparently I am too. I don't think it's as bad though, because I was at a friend's house. They have 4 cats. I've been there twice before. I haven't had much of an issue. But then when we were playing cards, all 4 of the cats were in the room for probably a good hour. And I started to have major issues. So that kind of proved it. I was okay the next day. Hey. These should be okay. Ah! That's why I didn't leave, because I'm smarter than you. Nice try. I knew something was going to spawn in there again. I was right. Who needs to grind pheasant when you can grind out the family? KFC. I do like KFC. I do like KFC. But KFC is not pheasant. I don't know that I've never eaten pheasant. I would try it. Sounds good. What are you doing? Okay. Have fun. I like VR. I want to play VR on the channel. I kind of want to do that for October and do FNAF. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna come up here and deal with this nonsense. So you're not gonna see me shoot a lot, because we're in the end game here, so. No, food is important, I totally understand. I feel bad though, I would have gotten you a bowl. I'm chasing solos right now, basically. I have about 3 solos I'm trying to get down, and then I think I have 3 packs that I'm trying to shoot down. But it's literally only like a couple wolves. The solos are so stupid. You were about to overthrow chat? Why were you gonna overthrow chat? I think the most annoying, difficult person I've had to deal with on YouTube was that kid yesterday. Or whoever he was. Which Raphael muted and put him in timeout, and then I finally just took him off. But he was just not respectful. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Where are you? So I'm chasing 2 solos up here. I've been doing that for I did that for probably about 5 hours yesterday. He wasn't really 6. Oh, probably not. I don't know. He was being disrespectful. I don't care how old he is. I told him to stop and he didn't, and I don't deal with nonsense in my live streams. I just don't. Wait a minute. Are you my friend? Yep. Where are ya? I got a bullet with your name on it. That's not what I wanted. Where are you? Hey, friend. There we go. No, so here's the thing, and I apologize. The reason why I didn't do Way the Hunter was I ended up getting home late. And if you've never done streaming before, there's a lot to set up. And with the new streaming thing that I'm doing at the moment with the vertical and horizontal, I have not set up Way of the Hunter for that yet, and I did not want to take the time to do that. And I'm also so close to being managed. And I think I'm just gonna set a stream date for this weekend, and I'm gonna take down all the 9s. I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, I thought there was 2. So... And then there's that other one, and I don't think it would show up at the same spot. There's another solo up here. I made some oven-baked barbecue chicken and box mac and cheese. Dang, that sounds good. Thank you, Robert. Oh, I didn't realize you had to set up each game for the vertical. Yeah, so you see how the vertical is, if you see the vertical now, it's zoomed in, so you actually can't see, like, the scorecard or anything. And I just got that set up the other day. It was Saturday, and that took a lot of time. So I know what I'm doing. It just, it's new to me, and I have to figure it out. But I will get it more figured out. And, yeah, and I want to do this and finish this so bad. As much as I want to play Way the Hunter, I miss Planet Zoo, and I really miss Project Hunt. But I'm so close. I have worked so hard. And I can't wait. Hey, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. Wolves hate me. I have a solo group of 2 wolves. They're both max. I mean, no offense, Emma, but I mean, that's kind of what you get when you don't, like, extreme herd manage. Which is what I'm doing. It was with some extra sweet tea and bought a frozen coconut cream pie for dessert. I hate coconut. You get confused, that's okay. I was told that vertical is really, really good for, you know, the views, and the traffic, and it's another really good way. And, you know, I don't do TikTok anymore, so, you know, it's nice to do that, and it draws people in, you know. I mean, it is a job, so I'll make it better, though. Tomorrow I'm gonna spend some time and I'll make the stream better, but I don't know if anybody knows OBS in here, but basically with OBS you create scenes and you switch between those, which is why you see me with my opening thing of my thumbnail and then I switch the scene. But my scene for Way of the Hunter and any other game is not set up for vertical, and it doesn't take that long, but it's kind of confusing and it's all new to me, and so it's just, I just didn't want to deal with it tonight. That was why. And I wanted to try and finish this. So, here we are. You did good. I never watched the vertical even on my phone. I just like this better, but it's nice to have options. Exactly. I mean, quite honestly, it's just nice, you know, to be able to do that. And yes, it does help my channel and the views and everything, and nothing wrong with that. Okay, I have one here. Oh, Sumner, this is kind of random, but because it's on my mind like every day, don't forget to pre-order Planet Zoo 2 to get those extra things in the shark, because I know you'll love that. All I had was venison, string beans with garlic and butter, a mashed potato, and oh, General, that sounds delightful. Oh man. Do you cook? Did you cook that? My mom asked that. She's in the kitchen. Oh yeah, so I don't know. Some of you may remember this. About a month and a half ago, I was having a lot of pain in my back from a muscle. And those of you that remember, my uncle is a masseur, which is basically a massage therapist, and he knows how to do that. Anyway, he fixed it. And now I know what started it, and it's from swimming. And I've been trying to be really careful, but I went swimming this afternoon. That's what I do for one of my workouts, and now I'm hurting pretty bad again. So now I know. That was a little mean. Uh-huh. And how many stab jokes have you taken at me, Emma? All in good fun. I mean, hey, if you don't want to take the time to weight manage, that's okay. I'm just saying, that's what you get. You get what you get. Do I like this? No. Will it be worth it? Yes. And I know that because of what happened with Ashley. Saves money quite a bit doing hunting, however, cooking venison is a bit like cooking a steak considering it's red meat. Whole thing took 45 minutes or so. That sounds so good. Emma said I was being mean because I told her that, you know, she got what she got because she didn't weight manage. She said I was mean. But, here's what we're gonna do is when I get this managed down and I pop my first great one after this, we're gonna take a little break for a couple days and we're gonna play other games and then we'll come back. That's my goal. That's what, that's the plan. Okay, I'm walking towards that one. How many kills was it until you got your first diamond wolf? Because I'm 40 kills in and no diamonds. Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I hunt wolf like a mad woman, so I probably have a couple hundred diamonds when it comes to wolf. Which sounds crazy, but I don't really care anymore. I'm more about the weight and the number of what they are. Okay, that was him. Yeah, that was him. Okay. We're fine. Great. So this solo is probably out there, which means, see, my hunting pressure is not really moving around because I'm shooting. I'm not shooting that much right now. Tell her I'm starting to set up for fallow. Oh, Sumner's setting up for fallow, Emma. Well, yes, I'm not saying it's a bad method. I'm just saying I'm very excited about this because to get my map managed like this. Oh yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna do something I don't really want to do. But I'm gonna do it anyway. And I think we're gonna take a little walk around Copper Bowl Lake. Tomorrow's my birthday, and today I just started 3rd grade. Congratulations and happy birthday! I haven't weight managed in over a decade. My back is. Okay, that's the sound. Is there anything else I want to say that I have a solo? But I don't know. It's the worst. It's the worst lake. It just is. It's the worst. There's gotta be another one. There's gotta be another one. I don't know where it's gonna be. Alright, we're gonna do the necessary awfulness and we're gonna walk Copper Bowl Lake just to make sure there's nothing else going on. I was not looking forward to this, but... maybe I won't. You know, I could do this later when my mom and I watch Castle. Well, I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll just make sure I actually have things to shoot right now, which is, I do, but anyway. I can walk around on my own time. You guys don't need to see me do that. It's boring. Where is the zone? Okay. Ah. My gosh, I hate you guys. Okay. I guess I have to wait for a minute. Here, I'm gonna let these guys get into this zone. I'm gonna use the ninja's room and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, the other thing is, the smoke is so bad. It's bad. Okay. Alright. I'm hoping it'll stay like that. I'm not gonna move. Gosh. I'm having trouble with hunting pressure because of this. That's how little I'm shooting things. I'm excited to go bow hunting again in Way of the Hunter. Definitely. I love bow hunting in that game. Haven't done it. No. Dude. Why? Okay. I'll go look for the solo. I bet it's over here. I mean, it's gotta be. I found this solo's home range. And it's down here. Okay, that is that zone. Everything is fine. That is delightful. Delightful. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go back and check in with Better Than Daniel. And try to get through that zoo, or if I want to just start a new one. Cause I don't know what happened with that, because everything was going fine. So I'm not really sure what to do about that one. I'm genuinely not. Hey Sumner, are you there? I have a question for you. Even though I just asked you a question, but I have a legit question. Baby! Hello! Hi! Hello, Solo. Solo? How much you want to bet? You're there. Okay. Do you know what it would take to be able to hook up the VR on the computer and whatnot? With Steam and everything? You allow one more question. Oh, well, good for you. I can have unlimited questions. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Great! Nobody cares. Nobody's showing up. Nobody wants to be shot. Nobody appreciates the gifts. Or rather, no wolf. Not no body. Technically, it's body, no body, instead of nobody. I see you. This, I think, that's the solo I was looking for. This feels like the boring part. I mean, I'm not bored. I'm just antsy. I'm not enjoying as much. And the tree's in the way. And the tree's still in the way? Oh, okay, cool. No worries, Sumner. Well, we have plenty of time. Basically, what I'm thinking is doing FNAF VR for October. Stupid solo. Yeah, FNAF VR for October, and yeah. But Planet Zoo 2 comes out in October, which is going to be fantabulous. Absolutely fantabulous. Alright. I'm pretty sure I have 3 up here. Sweet. Okay, I'll definitely need your help. And I'd probably pick having you here physically to monitor everything so you can actually read chat. Kind of like Steph does with what she did with MatPat. Because I won't be able to read anything. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be terrifying though. As it should be, I guess. I think it'd be fun to do, call it Freaky Fridays. And do, freaky games on Fridays. Well, there's you. Where's your friend? Not here. Why is everything being annoying now? I know the hunting pressure is a pain in the butt. Hunting pressure is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, that's bison. Aha! It's a 7. Go down. Oh my gosh. Oh, he is not having it. He is not having it. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Hi! Aww, no. Dude, I shot you. Die. There we go. He's down. Pepper's like, now is the time of the live stream where I come up and I lick my mother's thumbs while she's trying to play with a controller. Okay, that one's down. I should have 2. I should have 2. I am, to my knowledge, chasing around 4 solos right now, and none of them I've gotten down to where they should be. So annoying. I think one of them joined in with the other one. They keep spawning in like the same. Okay, he did not merge. He did not merge with that one. So, oh, did I not go to this one? Maybe, I don't know. They all look the same to me. It's really fun because it feels like a game within a game, you know? Doing it this way. This is totally off the wall thought process here, but what is the deal with the most random dreams that, to my knowledge, absolutely have nothing to do with anything? I had a dream last night, and I was trying to figure out after, you know, I woke up this morning, I'm like, that made no sense. It was not related to anything that I did or watched or said last night, and I have no idea. It's a minigame. I got gifted membership for you. Oh, did you get a gifted membership? You can thank Robert for that. Robert is one of my mods, and he's in the chat. And he has been gifting out memberships like a crazy man. A good crazy man. So, thank him. You have cool stickers now, which Sumner, we can totally make more stickers now because we have all these amazing members. Okay. I hate this spot. See, ow, my nose. I don't think everybody, there's the rest of them. Hey, puppies. Hey, puppies. Where are you going? Where's the rest of you? No. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Ugh. Oh yeah, thank you. I was gonna start putting those on my videos. I have had some other awesome content creators / YouTubers that have been really nice and been coaching me on some things, and I've also been doing a lot of research because I'm turning this into... Is business the right word? Because it's not like a business. A job. Ha! A 4! Good. Low weight 4, thank God. Low weight 5. Wait. Good. 1 and 2 and 3. Yes, okay. Where are you? So, was that other one the solo that I have been looking for and it jumped? Because there's nothing here to shoot. So, I don't know, see. Great, now I gotta go back here. Hi, beautiful girl! 8? I was trying to pronounce that correctly. The only thing is I don't know if they will be big because I had to make them a specific size for emotes. No, that's totally fine. That actually will work fine for what I'm planning to do. You're good. I also want to figure out, maybe you can show me or maybe I can figure it out. I want to be able to make some of those from myself as well. Because I don't know how many we can actually have now with how many members we have, but I want to make sure we have stickers because everybody likes stickers. No, I know. Well, I know. But, like, I was told, hey, you should totally advertise the membership stuff at, you know, sometimes at the end of your videos or in the middle of long videos. And I want to use the stickers. Because everybody likes stickers. The stickers are attractive to the eye. The eyes. Okay. Aha! No. Shh. Shh. Is this the big one? Great. Of course I can't even see them. 1. Where's the... Shut up, dog. Where's the male? Okay, there's 1. I have 2. I'm trying to get the other one down. Yeah, stickers! You'll have to do it a different way then, because you don't do them the way I do. I use Procreate. No, I know. I just don't know how to do it yet. Often misspelled as symbols are... Oh, no. Oh, I spelled that wrong. She's gonna give me a hard time about that. So I have a friend. We've kind of had a rough relationship just because of my mental stuff that I'm dealing with. Anyway, she decided that a good way for us to bond, apparently, since we literally, it feels like speak different languages, are writing letters and we became pen pals. Well, I just realized from what General just said, I spelled symbol incorrectly. I think I spelled it C-Y-M-B-A-B-O-L, and I don't know why, because I know it's not spelled like that. It's S-Y. Oh, okay. That's annoying. It's fine. I'll be fine. Okay. Where are the males? Well, Sumner, and you know who it is. She'll probably call me out on that. She didn't spell things all correctly either, so. I have dyslexia, so that kind of stuff is normal for me. I know. It's just really annoying when there's some people that call you out on that stuff, and it's like, do you have anything better to do? And that's not a personal thing, I just think it's annoying. Like, you spelled it wrong. Oh, thank you. You think I'm an uneducated hick? Because I live in Idaho, land of the taters? I don't think so. Because it's a totally different meaning we all do. I know! And I'm really annoyed because I even drew out the symbol that I was talking to her about. It was a really nice drawing, too. Oh, well. You dislike Lexi? Lexi? Who? I've only ever known one person named Lexi in my life, and I have not seen her for, like, over a decade. That's you, but in a nice way. Yeah, but I take it from you. Yeah, but you're not afraid to tell me if I'm doing something dumb, and you're like, oh, you're a loser. Oh. But then you have those relationships that, you know, it's really special when you can have that. It's funnier that way. Alright. He's making a bag joke? Oh. Okay. Apparently it went over my head. Can I try to make you a thumbnail? Sure, a thumbnail for what? A thumbnail for what? Like a video? Live stream? I found it really interesting that thumbnails did better when I put my mug in them, and I don't really know why, but... Probably because I make weird faces. Those are always fun. I don't like this. I'm just trying to get in my tripod. Dyslexia? Oh, okay. Okay, it is funny, but it's also like, it's very frustrating to have dyslexia. But it's the kind of mental thing that I'm just like, I don't even really care anymore, but it's there. What? Oh, hey. What? Where's the... Shut up, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? What? Oh. Did it break off? No solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 here. Great. Jeez, really? Well, 1 is missing. I should have 2 males here. Alright. So here's the thing. It must have jumped. Or it became a solo. Oh, I know I make funny faces. Oh, okay. Wolfgram live thumbnail? Sure, as long as you know I might not use it. But I don't want you to think it's because I don't like it, but I appreciate it. I don't know. Well, great. So I have that male that I have to find. Oh, I'd be happy to look at it. I just don't want you to be sad or upset or something if I choose not to use it, but you're more than welcome to make it. I love stuff like that. You better not use AI, though. I'll know. I'll know. I'll still watch. Thank you. They're moving. Okay, one. If I have... Okay. So it didn't jump here. Did not jump here. That's a big jump. But it would make sense if Copper Bowl Lake is a home range. There they are. Okay. I won't, but is it okay if I use like an AI background remover? Oh yeah, no, I use that. That's different. That is different. When AI should be used as a tool, not a replacement. Yeah. I'll have to tell Sumner, I'll have to tell you this in detail at another time. But I ended up getting into it with someone about AI today because of something they did on our school's website, and I was peeved off. I was honestly peeved off. And I know that's a lot of people will be like, what's your problem? It's not that big of a deal. Well, yeah, I kind of think it is when people are using AI to replace people's creativity and they're saying it's art. Like that. Fluffy cloud, fluffy cloud, fluffy cloud, fluffy wolfies, fluffy wolves. Oh, yeah, no, so am I. And that's also part of it is because of you. You are an artist. You are an artist. Anyway. I would never just depend on AI to create a thumbnail. I hate AI. Yeah, no, that's the thing is that there's some good AI stuff. Like, I use AI to, let's see, the thumbnail I made for the live stream I was originally going to have, I used, the AI eraser to get rid of an object in the background. That is a tool. That's different. But if you create images, like for instance, you know, and I'll just be honest about it, Mind Mythic does use AI for some of his images, and he and I actually talked about that because he knows I can't stand it. But I still love his content. But, you know, I don't like those. And yeah, they look really pretty, but it's not created by a human being. Stinking AI thing. Did the other one go down? It did. I have not trusted AI since July 3rd, 1991 when Terminator 2. I believe that AI, like other things I can't think of right off the top of my head, can be used in really great ways. You know, I use some AI tools in my editing, like audio captions or auto captions and stuff. I would be editing for hours if I didn't use something like that, you know, and that's just like, that just makes things better. But like, to create an image or something, that's just barbaric. Ah, he got her cupcake. This, she needs this. This is her cupcake. Here, you can have it. She's gonna need it right here. Right here, right now. What a baby. Okay. Oh. Okay. So. Yep. There's my shooters. I've been waiting for you two. Okay. There they are. They do not want to go down. They do not want to go down. This tent has major problems. Which app uses the counter? The good counter is Call of the Wild, the guide app. That's the one on Mac. That's the best counter. Call of the Wild Companion has a counter, but I don't like that one. I think that's the one Emma uses. Which it works great. I just don't like it. Okay, 6:29. We're at 6:30, by the way. Wolf for this one. Which, again, I'm not necessarily paying attention to because I'm after... Oh yeah, I have that solo over here. I can't find it in Call of the Wild Guide. Okay, go to Wildlife. Go to Wildlife. It should be on the right-hand side. It should say counter. Right there. Sometimes I think it's under the reserves tab, but it's not. Yeah. Pardon me. Alright, I know you're there. So you should be. You're welcome. Yeah, I do that all the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where is it? Because I keep thinking it's under reserves, but it's not. It's under wildlife, and then it's at the top to the right. And it can be really confusing. You can make all sorts of different tabs and lists. You can make your favorites. There is also, you can do it by reserve, or you can do it as a universal counter. There's a bunch of different settings, and they've actually added more. I love that app. And they actually came out, about a month ago with the ability to look at all the fur types and what they look like. And it was, again, it was only like $3. I bought it, and now when you go under animals, you can tap on the animal and you can see all the fur types. Every single one. And I understand why, you know, they would ask you to pay for it, even a couple bucks, which I think is totally worth it because it is a free app. You just get, you know, extra perks with that. I am constantly checking this because I had an 8 pop up. Okay. Looking for those solos. I know, isn't it amazing? Sorry. My goodness. Hopefully I will sleep good tonight.
We have both dogs out here right now.
Where's Ted? Oh, Teddy!
Just right now.
Come here. Why don't you do something rotten? Okay, so maybe it jumped. It never goes to that other one, but I should. Holy cow! Why would you do that? He like jumped up on the couch right in front of Pepper's face. Oh, your cupcake's down there. It's down there. You gotta get it. There you go. Pick it up. Teddy is a clodhopper. That's the female. Nope. Huh. Okay. Am I missing it? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't want to have to get another tent and go over there. I'm gonna check. Yes, I have 2 more 9s on the map, but I'm not counting them. Technically, I have 22 9s on the map, but the 2 that spawn are in an exterior, and I am leaving them until I can't anymore, just to help with pushing everything out small. So I'm just gonna take a look-see. I'm surprised I haven't had anything here. I know. I don't know of anybody who's had that many stacked. Ashley thought it was really cool, but really crazy too, because she had, I think, 16. And I have 20. Technically, I have 20 sitting there waiting for me to shoot them. So. I really don't want to. I don't really want to bother taking the walk around Copperable Lake right now, so I can do it in my own time. Where are they? Oh, you know, I should check this one again. I'm gonna check this one again. Oh, Sumner, I know what you're doing. It doesn't pop up on the live stream, but it pops up on my, because the game is up, not my monitor. Sumner's grinding. Oh my gosh. Grinding fellow. I'm so excited. I'm honestly thinking very possibly just planning like maybe Saturday. Just telling everybody, making the big cool thumbnail and being like, I'm gonna shoot them all on Saturday, and what I get done between now and then, I get done. But yeah, I'm really considering just doing that. What? I know. Okay. Good. I'm thinking. I don't want to take a walk around Copperable Lake because it's stupid. Pepper is in her bed with her cupcake between her paws, like this. It's adorable. I decided to come back. Where are your friends? Because I know. I know. There's a solo right over there. Oh, I really think it will. I really think it will. Once I start doing it, I'm totally going to, have another counter on my iPad along with the counter that I have now, and I want to see how many it takes to pop one. 5. So why is it over there? Not that one, but the female. It's just weird. This sounds weird. It's annoying. Hey, listen. You know, you're not supposed to be here. Don't go into the... Oh, come on! And then you freaking EW. Fix your game, man. Fix the game. Pepper, what are you doing? What is the wolf program called? Weight Watchers wolf program. Weight Watchers wolf program. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Yeah, Call of the Wild. Yeah, Call of the Wild. It has its major flaws, believe me. Yeah, that's the zone. Doing what zones do best. I forgot to put my jewelry back on after I swam. And it's weird. I feel slightly naked or something. Not having my ring and my necklace on. Feels weird. Wait. I see Prince. She says, I want to sit here so everybody can see how cute I am. She's like right there. She's like, sup, everyone. That's the female. I'm a little baffled by that. Okay. Where'd they go? I don't know. It's not weird. Do you see the sun? The light right here, you can see it. But yeah, it's so smoky. So bad. Yeah, I know. Whatever. Ugh. Okay. Oh, okay, so we got 2 7s now. Calm down. Oh, that's cool, Emma. That looks nice. Okay. I just want to make sure. I'm just gonna shoot one. I don't want to accidentally. The wolves are uneven. I'm assuming that the UI on the bottom right hand screen, it's probably because it's a screenshot and because it's console, I'm guessing. I love that wolf though, the one on the right. I'm pretty sure that's the Scarborn. What's up? Bye. He's like, peace. He's like, peace out. Okay. Can I see anything in the distance? Okay. Ugh, it's getting rough to pop in there. Yeah, I can't really remove it on console. Understandable. That's a beautiful photo, though. Call of the Wild has such beautiful, beautiful scenery. Okay. Can I see? I don't understand. I need to check this. It could have jumped to there. We're just kind of checking right now. Whoa. Whoa. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. I hear Moosey. I hear them. They're in the distance. Yeah, my throat kind of feels dried out because of the smoke. You have nice weather on this map. I can't get over it. I wish I didn't. I'd rather have the snow. I don't really know why it never, like, barely ever snows for me. It's sad. It's really sad. Okay. The amount that the wolves. Nope. Nope. Nothing new. Nothing new. Well, I think I'm gonna have to take a walk around Copper Bowl Lake, even though I don't really want to do it on live stream, but although, you know, maybe a lot of you would, you know, still like to see me do that. I just feel bad. I feel like it's boring or something, but I'm looking for... I should have, yeah, the 5, the 4, and the 5. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna walk. We're gonna take a little walk. Unfortunately, it's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry if it's boring, but we gotta do it. Something's holding up the train here. Is there anything else going on aside from the 2 nonsense zones that I have over here? No. You know, it'd be nice if you guys did not hide in the trees. Yeah, so there should be another 9 in there. Alright. We're gonna walk this way. Yay! I would totally make you another one if the UI wasn't there. That's okay. Personally, I would not really want people to make thumbnails for me because actually making thumbnails is one of my favorite things about doing videos and live streams. I genuinely love it. It's one of my favorite things. It's fun. It's relaxing. I've learned how to do it really well now. And I love it. I've asked, of course, my sister to do that a couple times because she does graphic designs. I mean, that's her job. But, yeah. But, like, she made the Mecha Chameleon Power Wash one. Which was awesome, by the way. I'm gonna feel relieved if I find another solo. I'm just annoyed because having it on Copper Bowl Lake is just a pain in the butt. And I don't want to deal with it. I just wanted to experiment. It's really fun, but I don't have a channel. That's okay. No. Hey, if you feel like making experimentations, you're welcome to send them. Lethal! Hello! How are you? I hear Wolfie. Why? And where? And who? And why? And how? And where? Okay. Hey Sumner, did you see the Markiplier was playing FNAF again? Which made me very happy and made me feel very nostalgic. I can literally sniff the Great One Jag. My respawns and Jag levels are acting super weird. I can smell the Jaguar Great One. I can smell its cat. I hope you get it. I hope you get it. Gee, if it had farther rendering. How can there not be? When is Montiplier not playing Markiplier? Well, he didn't for a while. He was playing other stuff. When I need, like, a pick-me-up, like something enjoyable to watch that just takes me away from everything going on inside my head, I watch Markiplier. I watch Call Me Chris. She's one of my favorite true crime / comedian people. I love her. The way she starts out her videos are just, oh my gosh. I had a dream that I met her. It was so cool. It was really cool. It's weird because, like, when I need a mental break from what's going on inside my own head, oftentimes, you know, I like to listen to or / watch true crime stuff because it just is distracting, but it's also sometimes can just kind of put me in a mood, you know? Oh yeah, okay, you know Call Me Chris. Yeah, she's, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the beginning of every video. I just want to go to all of her videos, watch the beginning of them, and see what she does. Because some of them, it's just like, I'll literally bust out laughing at work because it's so funny. I miss when Markiplier used to play the rage games. I love watching YouTubers rage. It's music to my ears. Sumner wants me to play a rage game. She wants me to play a rage game. Which I'm not opposed to. I honestly, I loved Mecha Chameleon so much that I would totally just play with a bunch of strangers online, do it on live stream for the heck of it. When I'm done with this wolf stuff, I'm gonna take a break from Call of the Wild and I'm gonna play other stuff, like, definitely, because I'm not burnt out by any means. I've been focused on it so much, you know? Yeah, I found her a long time ago on TikTok. I love her characters. Yeah, it's interesting because I think I saw her on TikTok a long time ago, but I kind of forgot about her. And then how did I find her? I probably found her because of true crime stuff, because she does her crime, conspiracy, cults, serial killers, and murder. All things that I love to... Anyway, I love her. And that's how I found her. And then she does a bunch of other stuff, but she does really funny videos where she'll go on her Reddit and she'll just read all this drama. And I don't enjoy listening to the drama, but I love her reactions and the way she talks, which, oh, she's great. Keep myself sane. Lethal. I lost my sanity a long time ago, friend. I have. Oh, yeah. I've had a lot of people tell me in a kind, respectful way that I am insane for doing what I have with martial arts and with how insane our tests are. Because the black belt test almost killed me. It really almost killed me. Metaphorically, yeah, mentally, emotionally, physically, yeah. Anyway. So, crazy person right here. I don't think there is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna pull these two, and we're gonna go after that other solo. Hello. 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 Yeah, get over it. Get over it. Sometimes. Oh, sometimes you just gotta pet a baby. Hi. For those of you that knew that, you know, Pepper had been really sick, she's doing, like, perfectly normal now. Yeah. Animals are better than people. But you handled it. She's doing a thing. Wait, why are you yelling? She's doing a thing! What? And who? We were just talking about Call Me Chris, so who are you talking about? Okay, I have 2 tents. We're gonna go up here. Into the place that I really don't feel like going. But I'm going to anyway. You know, I still haven't gotten an albino jaguar. Oh my gosh. I think that was such a stupid move on EW to put that multi-mount behind a paywall, so to speak, and you have to get that insane set of specific animals to get it. Insult to injury. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing! I'm doing a thing. Okay. Wait. What? That's new. Is this the one I'm looking for? Very well could be. Of course, stupid things in the water. What is this? What is this? Is this... Where am I? Yeah. That's not it. Dark brown? That's moose. Okay. Alright. Yep. Okay, we're gonna take a little walk. We are down to the nitty-gritty, man. They could have made it like a piebald jaguar requirement, at least. Like, they choose the hardest jaguar. Yeah. Oh. At this point, I just really don't think that... The evidence proves to me that EW doesn't care about the fan base. You know, and Mind Mythic cares about his fan base with Project Hunt. It's a fox. I probably won't be in the lives for a week or 2 after the 10th. Going on a trip through the Rockies, the Grand Canyon, and places. Nice! That's awesome. I hope you have fun. I would love a vacation. Someday, when I make money on YouTube, I want to take... My dream is to take my mom and my sister to Disneyland. And, you know, someday I think it will happen. No, they don't care. No. I want to go back to New York City, and I want to see Ground Zero, and I want to spend, like, a weekend there. That's all I want to do. There's a hotel. I think it's a Marriott. It's really, really close to Ground Zero, within walking distance, and I want to stay in that. And I just want to be in that museum and read everything and just take it in. I am the biggest 9/11 nerd that you will probably meet. It's my first trip. I've never been on a trip out of the Midwest. I hope you have fun. I really hope you have fun. Genuinely. That's awesome. We'll miss you. We'll miss you. Wait. ducks. Something... Yeah. Okay. Let me go back here. I had a solo over at this little pond area. I don't know that I'd call it a lake. On the left-hand side of this thing. I don't want to miss anything. And I'm having trouble finding that other solo. But I have 2 other tents with me. I feel like I generally know the area where it spawns in. So. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Whoa! Bush! Is that a bush or a tree? It's a brie. It's a cross between a bush and a tree. And it's so close to one or the other. Can't really tell. So it's a brie. Or a trush. Tush. It's a tush. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Nope. Do-do-do. Can I walk? I'm gonna regret this. Can I walk on the other side? I'm gonna get stuck out here. Yep, I'm gonna get stuck out here. Okay. We can listen to the beautiful sounds of Subnautica as we look for this solo. Okay, so coming out here, that's the other side. Okay. So, it may have spawned back to this spot. Oh, it's a solo. One lone bachelor. Bachelor moose. Just doing his thing. Probably singing a little song. Through the woods. How many can vary for drink zones? Like, if it says I should have 30 or more, can I potentially have 19 or just less than 30? You're looking at ladies' map, right? Sleep well, Emma. Okay. I would do, you know, a couple more look-sees because sometimes, you know, you can miss zones and they're not always there and then you find them. If she's saying about 30 and you're only finding 19, I feel like that's not enough. Now, you could start shooting and if they're respawning, then you might be fine. But that's my recommendation, is to make sure you do a thorough check. That is not what I wanted. Yeah, I would double check. 19 versus 30, and lady, you know, lady knows what she's talking about with that. That feels, that doesn't feel like enough for me, but it's not always about you. Gimme. That was not a burp, that was a hiccup. Yeah, that was all the ducks. I don't care. Ugh, I hate the thought of having to walk over there again, but I'll check. I've never seen one spawn in here, but it definitely could. It definitely could. That's just what internet search says. 30 to 45, but it's such a small area. I don't think I have that many. I don't know what her number is. Oh, well, did you find the number chart? Because I would go off lady. I would not go off of what the online stuff says. Not at all. Yeah, she has a number chart. I was actually on there last night because Ashley and I were talking about my moose grind. And I am strongly leaning towards not going back to Medved at this time and tearing apart Leighton Lakes because there's less zones. Probably around 30 less zones. The variation should only be 5 to 7 zones. If it's saying around 35, you should be looking for more than 30. I don't know where the number chart is. Okay, so go into ladies' Discord. Where is it? Because I had trouble finding it. I always have trouble finding it. Oh my gosh. Every time I can't find this. It's probably because I just looked at it recently. All the wild chat. I'm trying. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's under references, Call the Wild, zone numbers for grind. But now I feel like a ding-dong because I can just read it to you. Okay, fallow in Tiaora is around 30 drink zones. Which is what you said online said. It says 30. Yep. It says 30. Does she have wolf on here? No. I guess that wouldn't matter, really, because... Okay. My controller died! Okay. I just rammed my... my shin bone into my desk. Good thing I actually kicked bags with that leg. That hurt, though. You're on Scotland? She doesn't have it on Scotland. Yeah, I don't think it's because she's done a grind on there. I don't know. She doesn't have that one. Okay, sorry. I needed to have my whiny moment. That hurt. Alright. Where is this wolf, man? It definitely could be... Yeah, she doesn't have any. You might be able to look through some of the Scotland Discord chats she has on there, though. Maybe you'll find something. I'm sorry, I do not know anything about that. I'm surprised you're doing it on Scotland because those rivers and how thick it is. No thank you. But, hey, all power to you. I'm just proud of you. I'm just proud of you. You're an experiment? That's great. That's great. It's my 4. Ow! Where are you so low? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? My grind is changing. You're funny. Ugh. Why? And where? Could I have lost a zone up there? I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Huh. Oh my gosh! You would rather listen to a guide than my singing. How dare you? How dare you? You know what? Still, that sometimes in the back of my mind is like eating at me is when I have so many people in a stream, I'm always wondering like who's there lurking in the corner with their popcorn. And sometimes I wonder if there's people I know that just never say anything. I see you. I was thinking of one individual in particular when I said that. But sometimes I wonder if like other creators are in here. I wonder if Lady Legend's ever been into one of my streams. Just some of the things that go through my mind. Yeah, I guess you do. I don't know how many zones are on that map. Lurkers. And there's nothing wrong with that. I am not complaining if there's people watching me and they're not talking. I just sometimes wonder who's there. And it's funny because there's a couple people I can think of that sometimes I think about, like, are they watching the stream? And it sometimes makes my heart go pitter-patter. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, are they here? I don't know why, but, you know. I feel like my map is to the point where it's just kind of screwing with me right now. Slim pickings. Okay, I think I'm gonna take these 2 9s. I'm gonna take these 2 9s. And I can't... My hair is too thin for this. No. I don't think the weight distribution is correct with my hair to be able to do a hair beard. It just feels too chill. There's 9. Can I? of this here. I could be right. I've probably been right. It also makes me, sometimes it does make me nervous, the thought of people that I would not want to watch me watching me. But I can't let that control me, especially when I was being stalked by someone. Which normally, you know, in that case, I would not, that kind of thing wouldn't actually bother me because I'd probably end up becoming the stalker. But it's somebody, you know, who destroyed my life. So that's a little nerve-wracking sometimes, but God knows. I usually pray before I start a stream that you know, because you know, there's an element of, you know, some exposure live streaming. And some pressure, you know, but thankfully because of what I do in my line of work with martial arts, that doesn't bother me. So I'm the kind of person that I'm just like, you want to mess with me? Okay, let's go. But I have my limits, and there are a few people that I don't want anything to do with. I don't want any part of my life. You know, I'm sure we all have that, but especially when they abused you. Yep. That's fun. Well, it didn't float. Okay. Deep talks with Ninja. Hi, Evan! You actually like Scotland on Call of the Wild? Oh, so do I. I just... To be honest, I kind of got bored. Was that a diamond? I hate it when I do that. Oops. Was that a diamond? Can somebody tell me? No. Wait. Was that a diamond? No, 38 point. No, it was not. It was not 38.88. Nope. Okay, never mind. I kind of got bored on Scotland pretty quickly. I don't really know why. I love Peru though, because of the cappies, and I love the vicunas. I want to do a Peru day again, and Peru's on Peru. All right, you nerds. Alright. We have a lot of lovely people here. Thank you for being here. If you have not subscribed, please do that. That would be awesome. And if you don't want to do that, if you'd like the live stream, that would also help the algorithm. The almighty algorithm. Calm down. Yes, I did look for the haggis. Briefly. I got bored. Scotland lacks uniqueness. 4 new species that are all class 1 and the rest being reused was definitely a poor choice. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I love Peru. I just need to know if I have another one here. Probably been on Scotland more than you at this point. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, by far. You've played on Scotland. More than me, definitely. Never saw a sign of the haggis. No, I don't think so. I don't know. it seemed like, I don't know, you know, okay, I think the haggis was something cool to do. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. However, with how hard it is to get great ones and whatnot, and then to try to go after something that you don't even really know how it spawns in, I didn't want to deal with it. And it's ugly, and I just didn't care. A map needs unique species to have lasting power. Look at the old maps. Does anyone hunt parquet ever since Peru dropped? No, I don't think so. I'm not a big Parquet Fernando fan. Oh, heck you! It's a 6! You see that? Huh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright. I really hope... I mean, we have almost... Well, technically we do have over 100 people here. I really hope you're not bored of this, but this is just the necessary nonsense at the end of this, because we're in endgame right now. I don't enjoy this aspect of it because I'm not shooting really anything. I'm just trying to find stuff. Hey guys. Okay, so you are telling me that there's 6 here now? Dang it. I guess I'm glad to know he didn't turn into a solo. So... yeah, you gave up on the haggis. I don't know. It just wasn't... I don't know. Hi, DT! How are you? How you doing? Alright, well, taking that guy down was some progresso. Oh, this one. Me, I'm okay. I'm going through a lot right now. You know, but it's good. It's a necessary pain. It's just a lot. Can I get... yeah, Copper Bowl is pretty lame. The end parts of shooting down when you're just looking for a few stubborn ones is by far the most frustrating. Oh yeah, but it will be worth it. It will be... my bangs are doing really weird things because they're growing out again and driving me nuts. You gave up on Jaguar grind? You know, I don't blame you. Poo you. I can't see. Okay. No, I will eat. Ah! Okay. Oh, now, dude, I just moved. All right. Can I take it? Is there a tree in the way? What is in the... it's a tree. Okay. Found another zone. Sumner, can we... I'm gonna stop and give you a hand. Can we give Sumner claps in the chat? I am really proud of you that you're doing it on Scotland, because I don't even think Lady would want to do that, just because of how thick around some of those zones are. Most grinds that I've dropped, I dropped them before I ever started grinding because I was getting so fed up with the solos. Lethal, see, I talk to so many people sometimes. Were you the one that got all the wolf furs? Or was that somebody else? As I know you're a major grinder yourself. Okay, there's one. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have a want to do the jaguar grind. As far as I'm concerned, I think the furs are beautiful, but I can live without them. I'd rather do wolf. Which is why you have seen me bust my butt on this grind. And I'm gonna do the same thing with moose. And I might try to do the same thing with fox. Which, actually, I think I'm gonna try to do fox on Scotland. I think I am. Or, I don't know. I might do it on South Sweden, but... Oh, okay, so it wasn't you. Oh, maybe it was Burb King. I think it was Burb King. No, you know what? All power to you, Sumner. All power to you. I'm proud of you. I would not want to do that on that map. When I do fallow again, yeah, it'll be my grind on Tio Aurora. Definitely. Okay, let's go look for this little butt munch again. Do 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 do. It's just kind of funny because at this point, like, I am enjoying this grind, except for this last end stuff. But I miss my other games. I miss my other games. I really do. Unicorn. Nobody likes you. She's doing fallow. She was gonna do red deer, but then they ruined them, and I don't blame her. But, you know, the fact that I'm down to this point, we're in endgame, you know, it just means that all this work has paid off. I have 20 diamonds stacked. You know, I'm happy. I don't like this. I don't like this, but... Okay. I'm gonna have to go look at that other small lake. It could have jumped to that. It definitely could have. It's just so far away. I am referring to this one over here. I imagine fallow in Scotland isn't too bad. Yeah, no, say, look at all the riverbanks that you can't shoot across to. And then rethink that. I don't think so. I thought about doing fallow on Scotland, but when I realized that there's many zones that, you know, barely visible, I don't know. That would not be fun. Okay, do I have the ability? I do. Alright. Oh, you know, it might be easier to walk that way, actually. We're gonna go in from that angle. I think that'll be better. I just realized that that is not... That's funny. Nobody told me about that. I didn't know that the vertical stream Spotify thing was not up like it should be. That's really funny. Okay, how far away is that? I'll just walk. It's not that big of a deal. That grind is nasty. Oh, on Scotland? Yeah, but the population isn't too much. I just think TLR is way better. First priority, though, is definitely shooting down those annoying zones. Oh, yeah. Yep. When you come over here, do you want to turn on a light?
Yes,
Thank you. And that'd be nice of you. Thank you. You know, I'll bet I could go a whole stream talking in a British accent and get away with it. It'd be funny. There's the constipated moose again. He's got some bathroom issues. I hate Tia or a fog though, so I'd rather suffer this way. To each their own. To each their own. Hey, if you want to do it that way, go for it. I hope you do great. A great one. Huh? I really do. I wish all the best for you. Ashley! Hello! The grind is it's frustrating right now because I'm in the end game. And in the past like hour and a half I have only shot like 3 wolf, I think, because I am chasing around these stupid solos. My husband is English, and you should hear how different he and I say the word jaguar. I'm gonna do a short about it! That's so cool! That's awesome. That's awesome. Part of me really just, at this point, is so annoyed. And, like, I really wanted to shoot the 9s down. But I know that when I'm done, it'll be worth it because I want those solos down because they keep popping up as like bigger ones for some stupid reason. And it's annoying. So. They should add peacocks to Sundar Patan. Imagine a great one peacock. Now that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I know you know the feeling. This is not fun. I have had so much fun weight managing these wolf. So much fun. This is not fun, but I know it's worth it. You know? He's gonna join me on it. That's awesome. That's great. Do. We're walking. Do. Well, you know what? If there is something here and I spook it, it's not the worst thing. Because I don't know it's here, so really, I don't care. I don't care. What if I find all female zone? Leave it. If it's just females, leave it. What I would recommend is count how many females are in the zone. And then look at the indicator and make sure that you're not missing something because there could be a male that just for some reason didn't show up. So, yesterday, me and my dad was fishing all night and I caught a duck. How did you catch a duck? If you were fishing, how'd you get a duck? Why don't you get someone to help? Like when Lady was grinding Fox, she had her mods run exteriors with her. That's a thought. Right? Well, speaking of which, that is a thought. Ashley, I don't know if you'd want to, but you know, I know you weren't comfortable with like the live thing, but I don't know if you'd, you know, if you wanted to pop on here and shoot down with me. But totally understand if you don't have time for that. Ashley, did you find anything else on any weird spots? Now I'm having trouble finding the ones I've been shooting at. The zones. The solos. Having trouble finding them. Here's the problem with pretty much all... oh, you cut the line. Here's the problem with... my mod situation is that pretty much everybody is on console. Does anyone else really want to go? Yes, I know a lot of people do. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know where it is. I've not had issues finding it like this. Which makes me think, like... Did its home range get whacked out? Okay. Hi, Fritz! Like, can you tell me where maybe you found some weird ones? Because I'm wondering if I'm missing some in some weird areas. But I didn't want to go, you know, looking in places that they don't spawn in. Sometimes you can get super lucky and they go down quick, other times it takes forever, yeah. I don't want a great one elk. I hate a great one elk. I want a great one bunny. That would be insane. What would it look like though? Would it just be big? Ooh, Project Hunt. I don't know. It is coming to console this year or next year. That's all I know. Unfortunately, we don't have a time. Great One Bunny would be really cool. I got that albino rabbit, which was sick. I don't want to, quote, give up on the solos. I want to do it. But it's definitely hard. Okay. Big Flemish giant bunny. They could make a realistic Great One-Year-Old rabbit that's like 40 pounds. Next to the starter lodge on Yukon. Or you mean up here? Because I've been checking in here. I have found him. I have not found a wolf on here. But I have found them here. I have a main zone here. Nothing's jumped in there that I know of. Maybe I should go check that again. I'd be all for a Great One Bunny. That would be really cool. Okay. I love Grant Caribou. It's just... I am sorry if I'm visibly frustrated. This is not a fun part. But I want to do this right. And that is my friend. Yep, he's fine. He was initially that 4, and I was so happy. Lots has happened since I was last year. I got approved for my first apartment. Started... Oh, nice! Congratulations, Fritz! People would be so upset, though, if we got a Great One-Year-Old rabbit for a Great One elk. Yeah, well, they gave us a flippin' roe deer. Right? I don't know. Maybe Call of the Wild... Or maybe EW is just messing with us at this point. Okay, so where did this dude go? I'm gonna check my main zone. Maybe he's there. It would be entertaining. I think maybe though, I might stay out of that for whatever they have next, just because I know that when I publicized my viewpoint on when they came out with the road deer, people were kind of mean. And it's like, people don't need to be nasty if someone doesn't like something. They just don't. It's okay to have differing opinions on stuff. Thank you, Ashley. I know it's worth it. How long did it take you to get your solos down? Because I have solos that are down, but I don't have a lot of solos. I have at least 3 that are down, but this one sucks. People have lots of issues. People are just, I don't know. I don't know why people can't be nice to each other. Then again, maybe some people just really can't. I've learned a lot about my own journey as I've been digging into my mental disorder, and there's some things that I deal with feelings and things like that because of it, and I can't control that, but what I can control is how I react and treat people. Nope. Nothing amiss. Nothing amiss. Nothing has happened here, and that's a main zone. Okay, I'm gonna check these again. It's so weird when people get butt hurt over a game. It's not real, you know, it doesn't matter that much. Well, I mean, of course I get frustrated over stuff. Like, I'm really upset over the whole lodge situation, but I feel like that's warranted. But it's like when people show opinions or whatnot, and they're like, oh, I don't like this, and then they just, like, hate on you for it. I don't know. Thank you, Sumner. I've seriously, Deep Talks with Ninja, I have learned so much because the month of August for me is, you know, and I openly talk about certain things because I really believe that one of the reasons why God led me to actually do YouTube is also to be able to help people with the same issues or similar things. And I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers, but I have been through hell and back. And I now, you know, I was diagnosed with a mental disorder in about, what, it's been 2 years, I think. And, you know, I was put on medication and whatnot because my doctor didn't give me a choice. And, you know, because she cared and she was like, you know, you're going to end up in a hospital because I was mentally unstable and wanted to hurt myself and whatnot, you know. So I ended up on medication, which was totally against what I wanted to do. But anyway, but now, you know, I'm in a healing process after everything I've gone through in the past year and part of the theater group and just some of the stuff. And it's like learning about my mental journey, and it's also given me a experience of seeing people in a different way. Like sometimes people, you know, I'm not saying it's okay with how they treat other people, but sometimes they actually can't help it, but they don't realize that because they don't care to seek help. Because there's a lot that I didn't know that I did and would feel and react to for many, many years, and it's because I was sick. You know, and I'm really excited and very proud to say that I am trying to come off my medication because I really don't believe I need it anymore. And I believe with the power of prayer and God and what I am learning about my mental disorder that I really believe with the knowledge that I can come off of it and be okay, but it's scary. And it's hard. But, yeah, but when we were talking about people being stupid, I guess I look at it and I think, why do people want to be awful? And some people know what they're doing and they don't care. But then I thought about what I'm going through with my mental journey, and that my brain, because I've been learning about this too, my brain has been trained to react in certain ways because of what I have gone through. And because of that, I now am self-aware of it, but I can't control how I feel and what my body does, but I can control now because I know how I react to other people and how I respond. So it makes me think that sometimes some people just, I don't know, you know? The ones who have the most compassion have been through the most. True, but some people, unfortunately, I listen to a lot of true crime, and I was listening to some stuff by Call Me Chris today, and some of the stories she was sharing, it's like, it's really sad because there's some, serial killers and whatnot out there that it's kind of scary that their childhood with some of the psychological and emotional abuse started off kind of like mine did because of what my dad did to my mom and I. And then I realized that even though, I have been dealing with a mental illness from that and my nervous system is screwed up to the max, I chose to go down a different path. And I think about these other people that have chosen to go a different way and become what they were treated as, and they don't care to get help because it's hard to ask for help. I remember when I had the nervous breakdown right after my black belt test, and that I don't want my camera, and that was wow, 2022. Yeah, I had a nervous breakdown, and I remember just the nature of why I had the nervous breakdown. I remember thinking something is wrong. And I had always wondered that for many, many years of my life because everything I dealt with, and I always felt like I was different. Something was wrong. And when I say something's wrong, just the way, but it was just the abuse I went through, unfortunately, and it shaped me. But now I'm fighting back. But it's hard and it's exhausting, and yeah. Oh, it might be nice if I reset the time. Anyway, deep talks with Ninja. No, okay, but that's the thing is, I don't think medication, I have a friend, he is helping me go through this right now because, he's looking at things, he wants to be a therapist, and he knows a lot about mental stuff, and he is a really godly, awesome man, and a really good friend, and he's like, I'm willing to help you walk through this, and I'm like, okay. And something he mentioned to me though was, when I told him, I said, I want to come off my medication by the end of August. And that's scary. It's scary. I've been on it 2 years. And, he was like, he was proud of me, but he said medication can also be a gift from God. And I never heard that before because the way I grew up in the cultish church I was in, they acted like medication was like of the devil, and if you have depression meds or whatever, it's like, oh, you're bad and you're not trusting God. It's like, no, because it's the same thing as like, if you break your leg, are you just gonna not go get help? I don't know. People. Yeah, but some people's kids. Thank you, Sumner. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's one of the biggest things. I have been, like, literally, I feel like I've been calling it, when people ask, I've had people message me, like, they want to get together, like, friends that I'm not, like, close to, but I've gotten to know a little bit better. And they want to see me, they want to get together. I'm like, I'm in what I'm calling recovery right now. And I've been learning about my brain and what's happened to my nervous system. And I literally, when I heard through this video of a doctor that was talking about my disorder and what's going on, he literally described everything that I'm dealing with, and I broke down in tears and I got down on my knees, and I was just so thankful because I was like, oh my gosh, like there is a legit reason why I'm like this, and it's not my fault. It's sad, because some of those people that caused me to become this, and well, not become this, but deal with it, I'd like to just punch them really hard. But you know, I feel like I don't understand why emotional and psychological abuse is not like legit illegal. It's just, yeah. Psychology, and I always wanted to help others and just understand the brain. Oh my gosh, Ashley, I didn't know that. That is so cool. See, that's what's cool though. And I think the reason why learning about this has been so healing for me is also because I know that there is physically, and I don't mean this as in something's wrong with me and I'm terrible. I mean something's actually wrong in my brain that is not supposed to be like that. And the doctor was talking about the frontal cortex and what is going on with some of this stuff, and I have some major hope now because finally my nervous system is damaged because it was taught in my earlier years to be this way because it had to, because I was in survival mode. But I can retrain it, and it may take years because of what I've gone through, but it's like, okay, it can get better. But I may always deal with PTSD attacks. I may always deal with triggers, but now I know how to deal with stuff. You know, it's just really cool. It's just sad how many people undermine and disregard mental health because they don't understand it, and I don't think some people want to, and they just, yeah. That's why when you know, of course, people can be awful, but I try to be compassionate when someone acts a certain way or does something, and sometimes they're just a pain in the butt. But sometimes, you know, I think about what I'm dealing with, and I'm like, maybe there's something more going on there, whether they know or they don't know. And there is one of those solos that is finally down again. Yes. It's hope can be a very positive thing. I think that's one of the things that's shifted with me because I was aware of a lot of this, not to the degree I am right now, but I was aware of a decent amount a year ago, but I did not have the knowledge or the hope because I genuinely didn't think some of this could get better. And, you know, I think I will deal with PTSD the rest of my life. I will deal with triggers the rest of my life, but I know how to deal with them when they come now. You know, and so right now I have a workbook and I am working on that. I have a doctor that my therapist approved that I listen to along with the book. It's a workbook, and oh my gosh, I'm only into chapter 3 and I've been doing it for about maybe 3 or 4 days, and you know, it's hard because it makes you look inside yourself and think about things that you really don't want to. But it's a lot. Yeah, especially heartbreaking to hear that most folks don't care about men's mental health. Everybody's mental health is important. That's one thing, you know, and I mean, some of these people that have killed people and whatnot, I mean, they're evil people. But it's really sad because when you hear some of their stories, like I said, I listen to true crime and stuff like that. But when I've heard some of their stories, I'm like, wow, you know, the way they were raised, the abuse and everything. And it's sad because it's like, oh my goodness, you know, like maybe if things had been different. And the other thing with me is that, you know, you know, I have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, so I have that, which is the most important thing. And it's hard because there's people and Christians out there who act like, you know, yes, that is the most important thing, is to have a relationship with God. However, God made doctors, you know, he made that. So it's like, yeah, you need to get help and stuff, but it's really hard because I feel like when it comes to, especially in the Christian circles that I've been in, they act like mental health is all boiled down to you don't pray enough, you don't read in your Bible enough, you don't have enough faith. And it's like, no, it's no different than if you break your leg. I'm sorry, you're not going to go to church and, you know, you have a compound fracture and then tell someone, oh, you don't have enough faith. And it's like, it's the same thing with the brain. The brain is so, it's created by God and it's so detailed and so insane and complex. And so it's just, of course there's going to be more to it. You know, turn a blind eye to it for sure. And we all need to be more self-aware and aware of mental health for ourselves and others. Oh yeah. Well, I've never, you know, and I can honestly say up until the past 2.5 years, really since probably the first 6 months of therapy, you know, is when I really started realizing, oh, my health is important. My mental health. You know, because the way I was wired to think, oh my gosh, is so messed up. Christian therapist, and I think that's great. It's just, it's hard because a lot of Christian stuff out there is just, to me, very culty. So I'm just very careful with it. And it's hard because a lot of the time, a lot of Christians are the people that are the most abusive, because they think they know everything. And, you know, it was amazing though, because the therapist that I ended up with is, he also sees my pastor's wife, and that's how I ended up with him. And that was so comforting when, you know, over a couple years ago when I was just a wreck. And, you know, we're in a healthy church now. But I was terrified to talk to my, you know, pastor about it. But I needed help. And he, you know, he did not downgrade the mental health. And he's like, you need help. And that was so comforting, you know, to hear that from a pastor with everything I've gone through. So many people have undiagnosed problems. I know. If people had, that's the thing, knowledge. If people had the knowledge, like the knowledge of my disorder and what's going on inside me, why I react the way I do, what happens, it doesn't take it away, but it gives me the knowledge and the ability to fight back. I don't have to live like this all the time. You know, like one of my big things is I have major abandonment root issues with the disorder and because of my dad. And it's like, I could let that rule everything. And now I understand it. So I'm not, as hard as it is, but it's hard to fight. You know, PTSD is really hard. And I am so sorry. Generally, a lot of people of faith are conservatives and more don't take mental problems seriously. Not even a religious way, but just a man up or get over yourself. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Agreed. Yep. A lot of them use it to be abusive or control others. Oh, agreed. Yeah. I literally, you know, I was... not physically, thank God, but I was psychologically, emotionally, and verbally, just all of it, brainwashed and abused by quite a few men in churches. There's a jumper, who I thought I could trust, and, you know, they were destroying me. And so I have a very difficult time with men and pastors. But I trust my pastor. He scares me, but it's because he's a man. You know, and because of what I've been through. And again, it's that nervous system that I've learned about. And you know, I'm so happy genuinely that I'm understanding this. It's sad though, because now with this workbook, I'm realizing where some of this is coming from, and it's so sad because I did not choose any of this. It was done to me. And my nervous system is so messed up. You know, and I can't see it another way emotionally because of my nervous system, even though logically I know better. You know? It's awful. It's awful. That's why, you know, it's hard because I feel weird saying, oh, I'm a Christian. I'm not ashamed. The Bible verse, I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. That's not it. I just feel like because of what I've gone through and other people, including my own sister and my mom, like, it's really hard because I don't like saying the word Christian because it puts a puke taste in my mouth from these people that call themselves people of God, and they've done the kind of stuff they have. And they think they're helping you. And it's like, no, you're a monster. Like, you need help. You need more help than me, probably. I want to get rid of the 9. Oh my gosh. I'm having issues with trees, apparently. Alright, let's go back here. Yeah, it can be really, really scary. Lots of that happens and people can just be so evil. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and, you know, and I'm not ashamed either to talk about the fact that, you know, I have trouble with going to church. It's not because I don't want to go to church, but because I was abused psychologically, mentally, emotionally, all of it. Not physically, thank God, but in a church. And, you know, it's funny, the irony, I've never been physically abused to the degree that people would, you know, consider physical abuse. I was in a very weird situation, which I was 18, and it was very uncomfortable and odd, and it was a female, and she's ridiculous. But, you know, as far as someone beating me or whatnot, nothing like that's ever happened. But it's interesting because I started doing martial arts over 13 years ago because I was so afraid that my drunk father, was gonna hurt my mom. And I wanted to be able to do something about it, you know, and I had no idea that that was gonna, you know, martial arts has changed my life, so but yeah, I am playing Call of the Wild. My issue that plagues most men of aberrant faith is hypocrisy. Many are all talk in the sense of, yep, oh yeah, oh yeah, yep, they know, yeah, it's bad. And, you know, ugh. Which baffles me, because the pastor, if you can even call him that allowed the woman that verbally just murdered me. That was when I had a attempt to take my life. Was in 2019. Because I was taken into an office with this pastor, surrogate pastor at the time, and this woman that I had known all my life, and I trusted her, and they psychologically, verbally, whatever you want to, they murdered me. And what baffles me is to think that they thought how they can preach what they do and say what they do and that they're, you know, godly and whatnot, but then they do that. I look back on that and I'm like, how? Like, what is wrong with them? Heck with what's wrong with them, you know? It's terrible that people are like that. Totally get it, Ninja. I think people would be shocked to know the amount of the stuff that goes on. Oh yeah. It's real. But it's sad because a lot of people don't think that they're doing a lot of people don't think they're doing anything wrong. Can I get that? That's him. I got majorly distracted for a second. I saw that 6. Deep talks with Ninja. But yeah, I've had people be like, oh, don't talk about your personal problems on YouTube and da-da-da-da-da. But I'm not here to vent. I'm here because I want to help people. And I really believe that I am supposed to help other people by telling my story. Because I didn't go through all this for nothing. You know? Women are leaving the church at an alarming rate, not because they're sort of, yeah. Oh, church society is terrible. I believe there's some really good ones out there, good people, and I'm grateful for the church I have. But, I can say with all honesty, am I connected to people in my church? Not really. And it's not because anybody's done anything to me at my church. I don't want that trigger. We get some guest preachers that come in, and I have actually had to leave the building because their voice, the tone of their voice or something triggers me. And it reminds me of that pastor that psychologically destroyed me. So, that's where that line is of my nervous system is all screwed up. But logically, because I have the knowledge of what's going on, I don't completely go into a panic. And it's kind of like calming your child or something, being like, it's okay. It's okay. 'Tis the joys. They do a lot of finger pointing and judging when it's them hiding the worst stuff. That's insane. Oh, I could kick their grass now. Oh, definitely. But here's the thing. Physical protecting yourself and others and what I can do in martial arts, because I am a legal weapon under the guidelines of the Code and Con Association in my school. I am a legal weapon. That's physically. Now, verbally, I've gotten way better. But that was something that was always hard for me, was I was never able to stand up for myself. And when I tried, I was just torn apart. Now, I still feel all that insecurity, but I would never let someone rip me apart. And, what happened this past year with the people in the theater group is, I believe they are genuine people that do care about me, but my nervous system and what I have gone through abusive-wise, I could not tell the difference because I felt like they were just as evil as the other people, and they're not. And that's been a journey. But some of those relationships are healing, and I'm grateful. And the break has been really healthy for me. And, I'm hoping through this journey of recovery this month, and as I come off the medication and I'm understanding myself and what I'm dealing with, because you have to care for yourself as well, and I've been trying to look at myself as, if it was my sister going through it, what would I tell my sister? Well, I wouldn't tell my sister, oh, you're not strong enough, you're being stupid, you're overreacting, blah, blah, blah. I would never tell my sister the stuff that I tell myself. So I've been trying to look at myself as, care about myself. Bro, calm down. It's it's disgusting. Issues with people running over the top of me. Oh, yeah. I hate confrontation in any way. I've gotten much better with it because of martial arts. So, I've gone toe-to-toe with frustrated, stupid parents before. Why didn't you put little Timmy on the board to test? Well, Timmy can't do a snap kick because he doesn't listen to me. But Timmy's so good, he should be with the other kids. No, you take the test, you get the black uniform, and then you can test Timmy. But my point is that, when it comes to confrontation, it's different when I'm in the, verbal sense of military type style martial arts and everything. But when I'm me, it's really hard. It's really hard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boundaries are good. Boundaries has always been kind of a swear word for me because growing up, you know, I was dealing with my disorder. And what's so awful is I think this is also what messed me up a lot. To think that because I have this mental disorder that I'm this horrible person is because these people that were also so horrible to me, they could see the disorder symptoms and whatever, you know, and stuff, but I didn't know. And, you know, they beat me down. So I've been trained to think I'm horrible for having these feelings and you know, and dealing with these things. Oh, come on, it's a 7! Oh my gosh, these solos will not go down! Not one has gone down. Not one. I'm gonna be so happy when they do. I hate you. There we go. I'm not gonna even go get it. Call me terrible. I don't even care. I'm not even gonna go get it. Okay, so that was 1. I should have 2. Oh, parents can be the worst to deal with. I think it's funny though, because, you know, I have no emotional connection ties to those people. And a lot of the reason why growing up, here's something I learned about myself and what I'm dealing with. I deal with deep, traumatizing abandonment issues due to what my dad did and my disorder. Because of that, I was always afraid to fight back and protect myself because I was afraid these abusive people would leave me. Now, I now know logically and, you know, health-wise, I'm worth more than that, and it's more important to protect my own health and sanity. You know. Take the medicine! Go down! Oh my gosh. That's from a video. Studio C. Oh, yes! Cowboy Ninja. What did you miss? Deep Talks with Ninja. Alright, well, there isn't... I seriously believe I'm missing one up here. I have to be. Right? I... Did it jump? But it hasn't jumped. And then there's that Looney Tune over there. What's going on over here? I haven't been over here in like a day. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. It's, you know, one of the things that I am not hopeful. I just don't know how it's achievable. The mental capacity to be able to look at myself as legit worth something and important. Like, my thoughts are important. My feelings are important. How I view things are important because I was never... I was treated so bad. You know, and I had my mom, and my grandma. My grandma was the best grandma. I miss her so much. But, you know, and I had my sister. You know, so I did have good influences in my life. However, the abuse was so bad. You know, that doesn't really, to an extent, you know, it mattered, but nervous system wise, it didn't. I'm gonna restart and I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna have to get that guy. Deep Talks with Ninja. We need a sticker for that. I really want to help people. I've prayed for a long time that God would allow and open doors for me to help other people in any way, that deal with any kind of stuff that I do and have. And he's allowed that through some student-teacher relationships that I've taught, and some abused women, abused teenagers, and they confide in me as their sensei, and I've been able to point them to Jesus. I've been able to help them, and, you know, that to me makes what I went through worth it. Late to say this, but I'm sorry to hear what you're going through. I still have massive difficulty with self-worth, as well as being emotionally and mentally drained. You don't need to apologize at all. I totally understand that. Yeah. I honestly am still trying to grasp that my disorder from everything. Yeah, my disorder. And when I say disorder, it's also, you know, the PTSD, the trauma, it's all tied into it. I'm not gracious with myself, I don't feel like, because I don't think I still fully realize how much that impacts me. It's controlled me emotionally, but it's exhausting. My grandma died when I was young. She passed away when I was only 10. I'm 20 now. It took years for that pain and sadness to stop weighing on me. I find myself thinking often about my childhood. Yeah. We do need a sticker. I'm going to need to get off, but this was great. I found a couple more zones, so I imagine there's more hiding. Oh, of course there is. Yeah. I was very close to my grandma. She's with Jesus now, so I'm... No! Why? I hate all of you. Ooh. No. The only thing, you know, I wouldn't want my grandma to suffer, and she was suffering, when God took her home. But what I'm glad about is that she didn't... I'm grateful because she would have been happy about the victory that I've gotten through a lot of this, but I'm really glad she didn't have to see me go through this. Because the nervous breakdown I had, which led me to reach out for help and go to therapy and medicine and all that, happened probably, like, you know, I think it was just a couple years after she passed away, and I think that just would have destroyed her to see me go through that, you know? Oh my gosh, the hiding zones, dude. I mean, they're good, but they're also just not good. Gosh. Ah, that was an accident! I got him. I got him anyway. Never mind. I accidentally hit the mouse button, but I got him anyway. I know she would, but I wouldn't have wanted to see what I went through. You know? Just, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm the opposite of everybody. Time heals all wounds, yet my wounds get worse and worse with time. Well, you have to treat those wounds properly. There's a lot of wounds that I did not allow to heal properly because I didn't know how. And I can agree with time heals all wounds statement, but I also think it's trash. There are things that, okay, you know, all the horrible stuff that went on with my dad. Am I better? Oh yeah. I don't think about it all the time. You know, I'm so much better. It doesn't rule me. However, you know, he found my social media stuff. He found my TikTok account and he got on there and he was trying to get a hold of me, and it was so disturbing. And it shook me up. And what was awful was we're going on, I think, 8 years now that happened. But what was so hard was that it felt like I was right back in it. It felt like it just happened. And so it's like, you know, the whole time heals all wounds. It's like, no, I think wounds, you know, memory, all that, your body. There's an amazing book called The Body Keeps the Score that my therapist wanted me to read because it's on PTSD, mental illness, what the body remembers, and you know. Time heals all isn't for real grief. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no, because I miss my grandma every day. But, you know, I don't feel the grief that I did when she passed away. Now, there's moments like when I got my black belt and she wasn't here. Oh, that was hard. I literally, when I got home, I'll never forget that. I broke down in the shower because I missed my grandma. You know, and like when I got to be in this play and I got to have a bigger role in the ensemble and everything, that was hard for me because my grandma couldn't see it. You know, and so that grief, it's there, you know, but you learn to live with things. I don't think things go away. You learn to live with things. That's why I messaged you, Robert, and asked what I did. Like, you know, my sister, you know, told me, she's like, I really don't think, you know, Robert's your dad or something. But, like, there's a little bit of paranoia that, you know, my dad is going to try, and that would have been a diamond. You know, my dad's going to try and stalk me, because he did for a little while. Which sometimes, you know, even right now, I pray to God he's not sitting in the chat in here, but if he is, you know, heck you. But, I can't let him control my life anymore. And, you know, there's a point you need to grieve, you need to deal with stuff, but it's like, sure, I could let the depression kick in. I could just be like, my life is horrible because my dad left us and financial ruin and all that. But it's like, no, I choose not to, even though some days it is hard to get out of bed. You know, that's why I don't think time just heals wounds. I think you learn how to live with it and cope with it. That's what I believe. And, you know, especially with faith, you know, God is good. And God will deal with him. He will. Oh, the body keeps the score. Yes. I think what would hurt about my grandma's passing was not that she passed, but how I realized I took her for granted. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes. You know, it's weird because I don't know why, but the people that I have lost... Well, not really lost, but the people that have passed away and they're with Jesus now, as hard as it is, when it comes to the animals that I have lost, especially my sweet babies in the past 8 years, I honestly still cannot talk about some of that because it's too hard. It's too hard. And when Pepper had health issues a month ago, that was terrifying. That was a huge faith thing for me because I was like, God, I'm falling apart. I'm dealing with this and this. Please don't take Pepper. You know, and I'm so glad she is fine. But oh, I'm glad I could help. That's why I talk about it. I want to help other people because, you know, people should help people. You know, and I don't have all the answers, but I have experienced a lot, and knowing about my body and my brain and what's happened to my brain and that my nervous system does not work correctly like it should. And it's not my fault. But now I know, and I'm dealing with it, but it's not fun. Because, you know, I'm realizing how much this has controlled me for so many years. So many years. And it's really hard, because the smallest thing can tip me off, and I have a very difficult day with it. Now I'm aware of what's going on. It doesn't take the emotions away. You know, but... Itchy eye. People should help each other. Some people aren't capable of helping others. I mean, for me, you know, I feel like I've walked through and survived some of this hellfire. And so is my mom, so is my sister. My sister was with me through it all. But, you know, we should help each other. And there's still stuff that I'm not okay with talking about. There's things that people don't know. There's things that only my therapist knows because it's too much for me. You know, but as I grow, as I heal, because I think some of the things that I still deal with deep down that are, you know, things I don't talk about is the kind of stuff that other people I'm sure feel the same way, and they don't want to talk about it because they're terrified. And, you know, because I can understand psychologically how hard it is, and you feel humiliated to an extent, because that was something horrible that happened with the pastor that was supposed to help me. You know, when I reached out and I asked for help, and I was, you know, I was wanting to take my own life, and it was awful, and I was shamed for that. I was told, you know better. You shouldn't allow yourself to feel that way. Like, what loony bin did you come from? You know, it's like, did you stop to think that something is going on in my brain that is not okay or correct, you know? It's just... ugh. But then it's hard because there's a lot of crap out there too where people think they have all these mental things and they diagnose themselves. It's like, no, you don't fully know, because my disorder looks a lot like other disorders, and my therapist and I went through, it was hard. So hard. I just remember being exhausted and sick a lot when we went through a lot of that, because, you know, he was trying to understand and figure out what I really had, because it was up in the air, and, you know, mental health. You get it. I believe that. Oh yeah. No, there's things, you know, I have things right now that come to mind that I'm just like, nope, I don't, you know, this friend I talked about, he is the first person that I've told about some of this stuff that I haven't wanted to talk about, because I was like, I prayed for someone that I could trust, and because some of this directly affects people in the theater group I'm in. And I want to heal. I want to have healthy relationships. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to tell you. And I was afraid he would look at me like some crazy, weird, bat out of you-know-where. And he's like, nope, nothing surprises me really at this point. And he's like, it's a legit issue that you deal with. It doesn't make you a bad person. Now, if I acted on impulse and did all these weird things, then yeah, there would be some issues. But I don't, thankfully. But letting your emotions control you is a very real thing for me. Yay. Which is why, you know, I don't like being in my own head sometimes. I love music. And audiobooks are a big thing for me, but it's been a roller coaster as I've been basically tearing myself apart and figuring out what is going on right now, because I can't afford therapy at the moment. But you know, I'm figuring stuff out, and you know, I'm gonna get through some of this. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, but streaming has been so fun. It's honestly been an escape to it, and talking about it, I don't mind. You know, but it's like, it's been an escape, and it's been something I've been really enjoying, because I'm creating something, I'm working for something, and it's been good. I hate this spot. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think you're pretty awesome, too. I've met some really awesome people on YouTube. You were one of them. So was Ashley. And Lethal. And all these other people that I've gotten to know much better. I'm very grateful for you guys. You guys have been helping me get through this even though you didn't know it. It was very nice to, you know, some of those days earlier this year were so hard, and getting on streams and streaming was just, it just gone. I could just not think about it, you know? Well, it is almost to my personal cutoff time as far as I wasn't able to go live earlier just because Mondays are a little interesting for me, but you know, I'll be here tomorrow. So unfortunately it's not going to be like a 4-hour stream. Don't feel helpless. You're not alone. And Jesus loves you, and he is there, and he is a better friend than anybody could ever be, even if people mean well. I am glad I have met you too. I hope I can be someone that's just nice to talk to and be around, even though, you know, be around in a live stream. Oh yeah, it can be a very nice distraction. I don't mind talking about it. Sometimes I don't want to talk about it, but I know. Well, some people are so judgmental. At least maybe, I don't know. It's probably just the older, or, you know, the church stuff, but video games would be frowned upon. But it's like, no, now it's become a job. And, you know, like, I love escaping into, like, Planet Zoo, creating things. I love creating things. I'm gonna check this punk out. Video games can be awesome. I think there's a lot of trash out there, but okay, now Lucy's upset. I'm gonna check what this is, and you know, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna continue this tomorrow. I want to get this done because I genuinely want to take down these 9s this week. That is my hope. And I feel like if I give myself the rest of the week, I feel like hopefully, I should be able to do this on Saturday. Go down. Just a little bit less weight. Just shave off some pounds, man. Work out a little bit. Just do something. The sun doesn't want to go down. All right. Thank you guys. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you for the deep conversation. And you know, I just want to say I pray for you guys. I don't know everybody who's on here, but I pray about my streams and that I can be a light in darkness. 'Cause there's a lot of dark out there, and I know that better than a lot, you know. But yeah, so you matter. You do. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And we're going to continue this. We are so close to being done. Hopefully I can get some more done in my own time. Get some of these nasty solos down. And I can't wait to shoot these 9s. So thank you guys. I hope you have a great night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.